Hey, collective, Magnolia Priest is back with another one. Okay, so this is part two because my phone disconnected because somebody was calling me. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, but bitches don't understand what that means. Okay, that's probably what you're experiencing at this time. You're getting a lot of interruptions in your day. Okay. This person here with this Aries reading for the karmics who aren't in alignment, you're not going to be able to produce any form of creativity because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? You're still dealing with chaos. You don't want to leave a situation alone that's no longer serving you. Yes, King of Pentacles came out in reverse, and then you have conflict right here. You don't want to look at the right option. Okay, is what I'm seeing with the Seven of Cups. Okay, this don't make no sense. Why you don't want the truth to be told? Lo and behold, truth be told. Yeah, I don't play like that. You ain't gonna stop my exposure. You mad because you in the Five of Pentacles. Karmic, Aries. All you gotta do is make the right decision and do the right thing because for some reason you more worried about being in a relationship or being with somebody else instead of healing. Yeah, you afraid of lonely, and that's the truth. Yeah, we're not gonna make pretend around here. This is your message for whoever this karmic Aries or heavy Aries rising placement having individual may be. Someone who's an emotional manipulator because this person doesn't want to heal but pretend like they are with Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're being depleted on your soul because you don't want to do no, you don't want to leave. You don't want to leave an old state of mind away because you're still inside of ooh, you're still inside of an imbalance from heartbreak, from being around people who you possibly been betrayed by. Okay. And that's okay. Because you're not dumb. You just don't want to do what you need to do to help yourself be inside of a good energy. Okay. Yeah. Your discontent, apathy, disinterest, impulsiveness, fear, you're fearful. Poor thing. Poor thing. I'm not about to spend my time reading about that foolish ass shit because, bitch, you doing it to yourself. Fuck wrong with you? People crazy. Why you want to be upset? Why people choose to be angry at themselves? Bitch, heal. Like a good boy. They say, girls included. Look, because the Empress popped her head out. You gotta heal. King of Wands popped his head out. So this person might be operating from feminine energy. So that gives me like a male gigolo. That's what karmic feminine energy gives me from a male. Like want to be pampered and treated like a hoe. I mean a girl. I'm sorry. Yeah, and you ain't getting nowhere. Silly. Mm-mm-mm. Nothing but bad news, huh? That fake good news that don't never happen. That's what this person experiencing. So if you in this energy's karmic Aries, you need to get your life together. Cause ain't nobody about to be up here babyfying you, pampering you, treating you like you supposed to be some type of king or a queen and you acting like a peasant. We're not doing that. Yeah, if you got somebody who's karmic in your energies, don't babyfy them, don't pacify them. Make sure that they stand on business and do what the fuck they gotta do so they can get the fuck up in this world. Yeah, we all about elevation this month. Next month, because this is the next month reading. These is the type of people that you don't want to be around. Because they're low vibrational and they're gonna lower your frequency. Okay. This person isn't innocent either. Because they had a hand in whatever they're going through. Okay. Yeah. Seizing opportunity. This person's an opportunist and now they're reaping what they have sown. Because they have reaped karmic seeds. They lost motivation because they made decisions out of haste. Okay. Look, yes, the truth, bitch. Don't nobody got time for that. That's your fault. Let me get out this energy because that's ridiculous. hmm Man, because they don't want nobody to know that they ain't doing shit with their life. That's your problem. That's your fault. Let's see what's going on with the divine energies for the Aries rising and heavy Aries placements. Because I don't got time to be looking at that stupid shit. I don't be able to find nobody. I don't be able to find nobody. Bitch. What they're experiencing or what they're going to experience is what you would consider judgment. uh So the first card up I see is I am victorious in public. I am recognized. They lost their binding is here. Shouldn't have mentioned the collective name. Oh, in case anybody want to PayPal me. Okay, that's my PayPal at SNATCHDD. And my Apple thing is here. Denali.estelle@icloud.com. All right, collective, let's see. I am victorious in public is the first card out. Let's see what else we can get. Got them looking like a jack-o'-lantern, okay? This started in the 90s. You got somebody going crazy, huh? A fake emperor doing candle magic. So I'm gonna start with the relationship section then, because that's what it's looking like. Give me more. Slowly burning. Trickery. Oh, this card wanted to come out. Let's see. I am victorious in public. I am recognized. Give me more Holy Spirit. So, what does this have to do with? Damn. Poverty. Temporary financial hardships are going to be over. Negative changes in circumstances. Feeling left out in the cold. Financial loss. Recession. Feeling the world is against you. Adversity. Struggle. Hardship. Bad luck. Homelessness. Poverty. Unemployment. What you going through? Oh, that's being laid to rest. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, they got the Four of Swords. You have victoriously come out over your obstacles, over some form of hurdle where you were feeling impoverished or a lack mindset. Unemployment is on this card too, and in the last reading I had gave, it said unemployed. Oh, so if you were in your karmic energies being in disalignment, you are coming out of that by July. Okay, I don't have sympathy. I don't. Wheel of Fortune. Confirmation here. With the Knight of Pentacles, got them looking like a jack-o'-lantern. You about to be shitting on a whole lot of people. Aries placements. Heavy Aries placements, not Aries sun. Not just Aries sun. Okay, I want y'all to understand. I don't do readings fake like that. I understand astrology too well to let y'all be deluded. Okay. I want you to understand that whoever this Aries rising, heavy Aries placements inside of your house chart, you were going through a situation this month or previously in this year where you were going through a whole lot of hardship. You were going through a whole lot of impoverishment. And it all stems from how you were perceiving your situations playing out. Okay. What we have here is very good and beneficial for your near future, because you're building routine. And what I'm seeing is what you went through helped you gain virtues like patience, grit, perseverance. Okay, you possibly might be, if you're in your feminine energies, you're probably attracting like a sugar daddy, or if you're in a masculine energies, you're probably attracting like a philanthropist or something like that. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because it says on the card, time heals all wounds, unexpected sources of money. You might even get a grant, a stipend, or a scholarship. People have missed you in your absence. Okay. Sorrow, upset. My condolences if you've lost somebody in this time, because I do see right here you was going through some form of grief, mourning. Okay. And that's possibly why you were also in a situation that you were in, involving lack of motivation to really do too much. You know, your stability is going to rebalance itself. Let me slow down, because for some reason, something missing. I had dropped some of these cards. Let me see what they say. There's something missing. I feel like there's a gap. You probably feel like a social gap where you don't blend into your environment at the moment. You should clear your throat and speak up for yourself. And this is going to be what's going to be happening in July, okay? With lavalier, a beautiful necklace with a pendant. So that's giving me energies of throat chakra. You're gonna have to speak up for yourself coming up soon in order to receive some form of good luck or some form of unexpected money. Um, Taking a chance is here. And not lying. If you have a bad habit of fabricating an agreement to stop fighting temporarily, armistice. So this might be somebody that you were going back and forward with. If this is like in a relationship, this is probably like somebody that you are partnered with, doing like shared business ventures with, or like a business partner, something like that. This person may be coming across with some form of unexpected uh I feel like it's romance. This might be somebody that you in love with or you admire. Someone who brings out your creativity. Because you were going through a situation where you, like myself, you've been actually experiencing heavy brain fog, a lack of creativity, like a Mercury retrograde type of energy. Independent wealth is here. I don't know why I'm still sleeping. Hmm. Give me something with this Five of Pentacles. You probably have an energy drainer around or energy draining habits. I got the Hermit, I got the King of Wands, and I got the Emperor. I'm not gonna take all three of these cards, but it's giving me very much so bored, lonely individual who was trying to find things to stimulate them. That was your past self. You know, what you are trying to leave from. I have a whole lot of tension in my back right now. So it's giving me you are holding on to a lot of burden. Like a lot, a lot, a lot. I feel like when you released all that tension, or when you're going to be pushed to finally give up all of these things that no longer are serving you, I feel like that's when you are going to receive this unexpected money or income. The vibration that you in is what is attracting these low vibrational parasites where you feel disconnected. Okay. Trying to be in control of something that you can't be in control of because you can't control fate. Hmm. I don't know why that's significant. I'm taking my time, y'all. So please don't mind me. I promise you, if this resonates, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because for some reason, this reading is very disassociated. It's like you want connection, but you don't want connection. You want a relationship, but you don't want a relationship. It's like you want to work, but you don't want to work for those people. It's like, what's that song? You're hot, now you're cold. It's yes, then it's no. That's what I'm getting. You're in and then you out because you want to be in control, but you can't control fate. That's why you're building a routine here because you're getting out that phone. With the 10 here is giving me like a new beginning. Ooh, closing the cycle on pain. Three of Swords is third house energy for me. So you're gonna start working on recommunicating with people, opening yourself back up and being vulnerable. Because I see that you suffer a whole lot of trust issues. That means that your discernment needs to be sharpened. Because when you connect it, you don't have to worry about discernment. I mean, lies or trust because your discernment is up to par. You're like a walking human lie detector. Okay. I'm empathizing with you though. I feel for you, but I don't sympathize because you always have your own ability to make decisions that are going to be beneficial for you. And not in a selfish way. Okay. Because you don't like taking risks, is what I'm hearing. And give me more with this Wheel of Fortune. I like it.
She said she got it here. We need 2 pack. Come to find out, she got 1 pack. So we have to come all the way back again to check.
We should have some wavy here. Give me more with this Wheel of Fortune energy.
It's hot outside.
I can feel it all over y'all. Okay.
Color. It's hot.
Akakala. Lots of options, choices, multiple possibilities, opportunities, picking and choosing, decisions, procrastination, dreaming, fantasy, illusions, wishful thinking, imaginations, hallucinations, and meditation. Sadness, loss, grief, despair, abandonment, guilt, remorse, regret, trauma, mourning, heartbreak, unwelcome change, focusing on a negative emotion, isolation, loneliness. That's what you are coming from. I want you to understand that is a big no-no because that is depleting your creativity and your vision to manifest your dreams. Okay. All you're thinking about is people at this point. So you're investing your energy in people. That's not healthy. Okay. Invest it in what you deem necessary coming into this month in order for you to receive and achieve this unexpected source of income. You might be able to integrate the two, you know what I'm saying? But you can't allow yourself to be swallowed with grief, despair, and all these past energies that's low vibrationals because times is changing. Your perspective shapes your reality. Okay, many options are out there, but you need to find balance and peace within your own soul. Okay, for the Aries out here, not Aries Sun, Aries rising in heavy Aries placements. Okay, because you definitely are coming from a funk, is what I'm saying. You was feeling trapped, confined, self-limiting, self-sabotaging energies is here, needing release. Okay, it's like something was twisting your back, twisting your neck. Okay, letting go, sacrifice, waiting, lack of direction. You get it? Yeah, we can't do that. I don't like that. Not for my Aries. Y'all supposed to be the natural born leaders. You can't be allowing nobody else to take charge because that's why you was inside this impoverished mindset, trying to follow after blueprints that wasn't yours. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that you do what makes you happy at all times. Even if you get your heart broken, it's just sharpening your discernment so you could be more vigilant and aware of what not to attract and what to attract. Okay, collective? Yeah. You might be traveling soon. Travel might be healthy for you in order for you to raise your vibration, even if it's a short distance travel to another town or a long distance travel across the world. Mars is the energies of the chariot. So that's giving me energies of you being able to move forward from this funk in order to achieve another form of stability, even if it's just like a relationship or a job. I feel like you're not looking for a relationship at this time, collective. I feel like you're more focused on grounding your security, grounding your health, like making sure that your health is up to par and making sure that your finances is secure and not able to be ooh, ending. You're not trying to suffer no ending. You're not trying to be in that scarcity mindset. You're trying to get your gusto back. Okay. I feel like that's what you on right now. Especially being that Aries and Cancer don't really fuck with each other like that. I feel like this not your month, is what I'm gonna call it. This not your month until the end of the month to really start looking at relationships. I feel like this is gonna be your month to really like build your foundation. Okay. She's still on.
See that?
No, she don't. Okay. Ongoing battle. Fatigue, drained of energy, nearly there, close to success, courage, persistence, perseverance, backbone. That's basically what I was saying. Learning from past failure. Basically what I just said. You found something?
Yeah, but it's not the same color. She got number one, and this is two.
Mm,
It's gonna be. I'm gonna have to go get another pack.
you can look inside that bag too right here. Let me see if I got some. One second, bro. You said it was two?
Look what, you remember?
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, that was in human hair. You know what? I'm gonna take this woman and I might gonna try to mix it together with what you got.
Yeah.
That would be better.
That would be a nice plan.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll do that. I'll see you. All right. So, I'll just tell you.
Okay, I think I learned.
À tout à l'heure. Okay. All right, collective. Y'all gotta get out this phone. Cause ain't no way that y'all about to be taking that energy into July with y'all because there's definitely reasons for y'all to continue building this foundation. I see the Four of Pentacles. Budget. Okay. You're holding on to people, possessions, and issues. Deep-seated past issues. Hoarding, stinginess, control, possessiveness, financial stability is what you should be working on. Saving for big purchase. Okay, greed, materialism here. Don't be greedy. Make sure that you spend time for yourself. Make sure that you spend time getting yourself together so that way that you, when opportunities present themselves, you're going to be in that energy to really receive it. Okay, because what I'm seeing here is that you are holding on to inner battles and people that are no longer serving your higher self, your higher timeline. Okay, you possibly asking why did people do certain things to you? Okay, and that's stopping you from winning. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You need to work on the auto detachment. We have unemployed who? So there's possibly an unemployed who that is in spiritual jail. That is also around you at this time, lowering your vibration. You don't need nobody else to make you more miserable. Okay, be mindful of the company that you keep it around this time because they're gonna be stifling your throat chakra for some reason. I can barely talk. That's a problem for me. Ooh, I have a real twisting ache in my back. And mind you, this card says backbone. So you possibly feel like you've been working hard and you're not getting nowhere. Okay? That's about to change. Unexpected income is going to come in a windfall. But you have to release what you need to release in order to achieve this. You can't be the bag lady, okay? Collective. This is the divine energies. You're in alignment, but you just have to release past trauma, release past people that's not pouring into you or your pocketbook, bitch. Okay? Yeah, we're not about to do that. Because that's causing you fatigue. You're toting all these bitches on your back and these souls ain't pouring back into you. I'm sorry, collective. We're not about to do that. And we're not about to make pretend that it's not happening. Because I'm not crazy. I'm not a cuckoo, bitch. I'm not a nutcase. Let's see. Oh, that boy. You feel like this old timeline is running you thin, running you raggedy, and it's causing you to have this impoverishment. You feel like you possibly be giving out to all these people, and then you looking around like, damn, why these bitches not motherfucking pouring back into me? Why these souls not fucking with me like how I need them to fuck with me? It's because you're not supposed to be fucking with them. You're supposed to release these people and stop trying to be Santa Claus. You ain't supposed to be Santa Claus. You're supposed to let these people live and let God bring you the people that God's supposed to have around you. Yeah, that part. Big Emperor energy. That part. Big King of Wands energy. Yay. You supposed to be a leader. You following after other motherfuckers at this point. If you don't enjoy your independence, being in charge of your own decisions in your own life, you have a very, very strong amount of loyalty, and it's also probably what's stopping you from detaching from these people. Not saying not to love them, but from detaching from them. It could be family, it could be a lover, it could be friends. You know what I'm saying? They twisting your back right now, behind your back. They focused on what they have to focus on, and what they're able to pour into you is not. It's not rich enough. Okay, it's not concentrated enough in order to really benefit you. And not saying benefit in a sense of insecure, not insecurity, but that's probably like a thing that you have. You probably draw forth your energy from the people that you have around, or these people that you consider your peeps. And you look for them to give you a form of validation or whatever like that. But that's not for you to do. That's not for you to do. You gotta find another outlet for that. I'm sorry. That's what I'm being told. Okay. You can still love these people, but these not the people that you're supposed to be around. Yeah. You got to shift your perspective because these people are making you feel trapped, limited. Scarcity is out here twice, and it's depressing you. It's causing your vibrations to lower. Okay. If you want to keep these people around, you have to change the dynamics of the relationship. Or if this is a relationship that's intimate, like a two-person's relationship, you have to change the dynamic of how you are actually integrating your energy into this relationship because it is draining you, sister, brother. It's draining you. You need to release this. Okay? If all y'all do is sleep with each other all day, that's not a real relationship. That's the FWB. Okay? A unique viewpoint. This is what I'm seeing in the energies, and I know I'm not no liar. I feel like this person is not able to, these people are not able to really pour in 333 when I say that, pour into you, and it's distracting you because you're more impressed and worried about how you impress these people than you are actually building your security in your life. Okay? Start working on that new venture. Start working on that new creative endeavor that you want to start working on, or whatever like that. If you do hair, do nails, do readings, whatever you do it. And really detach from the outcome and detach from the people who don't support you and what you feel like you like doing. Okay? Yeah, because they're just twisting your back right now. Not in a bad way, but that's where they're at in life. That's what's, you know, keeping them in that position in life. Okay? So don't feel obligated to impress people while doing what you need to do in order to build this foundation because you are not in no way, form, or fashion interested in forming no type of connections, is what I'm saying, with somebody romantically because you suffer in heartbreak and betrayal. It's very divisive right now. And the more you hold on to that hurt is the more that is causing you to have ill health in your finances, in your actual physical health, and your ability to form community with people and build fostering new connections with people. Use all that past hurt and betrayal as discernment to know that's not what you about to do no more. When you see it, you call it how you see it. You tell the truth and you shame the devil. Okay? It's fun telling the truth and shaming the devil and walking away with grace. Okay? That's what you need to do at this time, Aries placements. You need strong Aries placements. I need you to understand the method of walking away with grace. That's gonna be your key point. Find some peace because I have peace right here. Okay. You're not in peace right now. You can't even lie and tell me that you have peace. It might be quiet, but that's not peace because peace comes from within. Hmm. Motivation. Yeah, use your survival story as your motivation to actually get your grind going. Use that as your armor, okay, in order to really maintain your enthusiasm as you walk through this battleground, is what I'm gonna call it. Because for you, this feel like a battleground. You feel beaten and battered, is what I'm feeling. Poor Aries placement. Poor thing. Mind you, I'm an Aries sun, and I have an Aries Mercury. I've experienced some of these things in my life too. With a Scorpio rising. So it works. Trust me. I can take my own advice. I trust myself. Okay. And what they say, yes. And what they say at the top, astute, standing your ground, standing firm in what you believe in, standing firm in what you are doing and you find comfort in. Okay. Stop letting these people distract you. You have to walk away from plans that's no longer working. I'm telling you, traveling might be beneficial. You might find something or someone or some opportunity in your travels. So get out the house, bitch. Okay. I'm sorry. I said that, but that's how I talk. I love the B word. That's my favorite one. Escapism, reaching your limit, self-analysis, self-discovery, introspection, looking deeper, withdrawal, disappointment, looking for truth. You're disappointed in how these people connect with you. And you want change. You have to be the change that you seek. You have to do some soul inner work. You have to see, why does this trigger me like this? Why doesn't this comfort me anymore? What can I do to better the situation for myself? That's the questions that you should be asking yourself. Okay, Pisces energy here. So you possibly might be coming from some form of disillusionment. Yay. Definitely some type of trickery here that you were being seen or that you're seeing that you were being cheated. Somebody was doing some underhanded behaviors around you, being dishonest. Get from around those type of people in July because I'm telling you, being in a place where you're able to receive is mandatory for your betterment. Okay, collective, you have this ability to make this change that will prove to you more fruitful than holding on to people who are not pouring into you. Okay, collective. Yeah, we're not gonna make pretend around here. I'm about to get one more card and I'm gonna change decks. Yeah. It says children, childhood memories, past influences, nostalgia, reunions, playfulness, youthfulness, innocence, creativity, kindness, goodwill, simplicity, childishness, immaturity, sharing gifts, charity, family, and support. Walking away from the fake love just because you knew a bitch for 10 years, bitch. You know these hoes not pouring into you like how they supposed to, so it's time to walk away. You can still love them, but with that handle, it has to be long. Okay, so when you scoop your blessings and receive your nourishment, it will do just what it needs to do, and it will be able to be sustained and put in the fridge, freezer, and you'll be able to store for later usage. Okay, don't keep giving your food out with the spoon with the long handle from this distance. You gotta extend that bitch. Because right now you in a state of closure. You have all the closure that you need. You see what you see, and it's the truth. These people don't support you that you're trying to hold on to. Okay? And you feel like you're not gonna find nobody else like them, but God has other plans for you. Big plans. And you're not sacrificing nobody. Because you can still love and call and talk to them, but just know where you invest your energy at. These people don't fuck with you for real. Time does not do anything but heal wounds. Okay? They still there, but they're not as important because you don't feel it no more. Okay? You don't feel these connections that you're trying to hold on to no more. Why are you still holding on to it? That's why you don't want a relationship. That's why you apathetic. That's why you just want to make some money, but you don't know how because you're still holding on to past people. Okay? What they saying? The ledger, the trap dynamics. Relationships are not vending machines. You cannot put in enough coins and force a specific outcome. Mind you, I was just about to shuffle these cards, and this is what come out. This is where you're at right now. Okay, collective? Stop it. Stop it. We don't play a fool for nobody. This is your reality check, Aries placements. Give me something with this King of Pentacles energy. Radical acceptance, the truth. Believe the behavior. The behavior is the truth. Stop arguing with reality. Reality always wins. Like I said, you can't control fate. You trying to control something that you you can't. You can't control fate. Fate is mandatory. It's gonna happen regardless, voluntarily or involuntarily. Your destiny, that's what you can control. But fate, you can't control that. Because these people is deceitful. They neglected you. Okay? And because you're coming up on these new characteristics, these new things that you are dealing with that are proven to be skillful, people gon' envy you from your past. And that's why you're being separated. Because when you get this blessing and receive it, you don't want vultures. Like I said, that handle needs to be long on that spoon, okay? Because these people traumatized you. They got you afraid of disconnecting from them because they projected their insecurities onto you. But you seeing that shit and you walking away because true worth is not is measured by character, not accolades. These people could sit up here and praise you all day long, but their character proves otherwise. You could tell a fake. Test their fruit. Test their fruit. Okay? Stop holding on to it. You have to radically accept the fact that these people don't like you. For real, for real. They don't know how to like themselves, so how the fuck they gonna like you? That's crazy. You holding on to a bitch who don't fuck with you for real. That's abominable. Heinous activity. Bitch, let God love them if they don't got a mama to. Bitch. Fuck wrong with those. Yeah. It says exception myth. You are not the exception who will fix them. You are just the next person to try. So it's just everything I'm telling you. You going around a loop, running around trying to save people, trying to help people, myself included, and that's not your tribe. I'm sorry. You can still love them though. You can definitely love them, but you have to follow your passion. Next month is gonna be heavy for you, Aries placements, and it's going to be mandatory that you end a lot of old relationships with people that are no longer serving you a greater good. Excuse me, confirmation. It says gambler's fallacy. You cannot heal a relationship by investing more in its history. The slot machine doesn't owe you a jackpot just because you've been sitting there. You're like a placeholder. I'm telling you, collective. It's heavy in the reading. It's heavy in the reading. The storyteller. The conversation you had in your head doesn't count. You're filling the silence with your own script. Collective. Walk away. I can't make this up. It's slowing you down, stopping your progress. Code breaking. Healthy love is legible. If you need a committee of friends to decode a text, the answer is no. Everything about this reading is saying you have a big heart. You have an enormous heart. But these people cannot reciprocate that energy, Aries. Aries rising, Aries heavy placements, Mars heavy placements. You have a very big heart and it's very ambitious, filled with fuel and passion. But you have to understand that if you don't direct that energy in a place where it's going to be reciprocated and put in a way where it's able to grow and benefit all involved in the party matters, you are wasting your time, you are wasting your energy, and you are wasting your health and your life dealing with people that you were supposed to use a long handled spoon with. You just want to hold on to these relationships, but it's like a yo-yo. It says right here, consistency is the only metric for reliability. Chaos is not passion. It is dysregulation. Okay? So, how consistent have these people been? How long do y'all go in communicating with each other? Are y'all like holiday friends, holiday families, where you just come call, contact each other around holidays? That's not your type of people then. That's just you trying to feel included. That's your lack of ability to be by yourself. Detachment. Okay. When you separate yourself and you cut your access from people, you gain value because now your presence is missed. You have to give people some time to miss you in order for them to understand that your presence is a blessing. Okay? You can't keep pouring into people who don't pour into you because they're used to what it is that you bring to the table. Now, when you have somebody, say for instance, you make red beans every week, probably eat it twice a week, you get tired of it. But after years that go by, or after months that go by, you have a taste for it again. Think of your relationships like food. The more that you give to people of yourself, the less they are trying to consume it. Okay? They'll eat it just because it's there and they're hungry. Your spiritual energy, because it don't have that flavor to where it's going, you know, get tired in their mouth, but they're not even recognizing how your energy benefits them. So separate your energy so you can tell what your energy looks like in people. Okay, that'll be a healthy way of putting it. Okay, let me get some more for next month. This is the July reading for the Aries rising signs and the Aries heavy placements or Mars heavy placements. Okay, this is what you're currently experiencing. Okay, yeah. Give me something with this envy. All of God's children is a source of envy. We don't gotta do too much or nothing in order to achieve limelight once we separate ourselves from the people that we ain't supposed to be around. That's the truth. Look, at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. You holding yourself back from these traitors who neglected you. And now you're neglecting yourself by holding on to these people, and it's causing you all forms of delays inside of what you have in store for you. Okay? Because you definitely operate from heavy intuition and heavy groundedness. So you definitely are in a place where you need to protect your energy. Trying to control fate, trying to control other people's lives, and everybody got free will. So these people choose not to fuck with you like that. Evil woman, Satan spawn, Yamoho. That's what the fuck she was when she had you. Satan spawn. And that's the truth. Now she got fucked and had your bitch ass. Oops, oops, oops. Look, the devil. I told you. Don't play with me. Don't come in my motherfucking life playing with me, bitch. I play back. I still love you. I still care about you. But I don't play like that. I don't give a fuck who you is. I'm from New Orleans. We talk shit for a living, bitch. Yeah. Binding yourself to relationships and contracts is not free will. That's what you would consider compromise. You binding yourself to bitches who betrayed you. That's crazy. I was like that too. I had to cut a whole lot of bitches loose off the thread. All these Pinocchio nose having hoes. These Pinocchio nose having hoes be up in here cutting up in the comments. Uh-huh. What we got here? We got the Two of Pentacles. Taking some time to yourself and really showing yourself that you are enough and that you appreciate yourself, it will benefit you. Okay. I feel like you don't really put in enough time with yourself to really show yourself appreciation. Like I was just saying to myself, well, I was saying to my homegirl, I said, when I was younger, I didn't like myself. I didn't like what I looked like because people always used to talk about me. And I chose to neglect myself physically. I always nourished this, but physically, I couldn't stand what I looked like because people would misunderstand me just because of what I look like. You know, I started telling my body parts individually why I'm grateful I'm still able to use them and why I'm grateful they don't cause me any problems. Why I'm grateful that they help me in times where I didn't even recognize the value of it. Like when you lose someone permanently in the flesh, because there's no such thing as death. But when someone that you physically have encountered passes away and you didn't really know the value that they had in your life, but now they're gone. You know what I'm saying? That's that type of feeling that I had. Okay. Like, damn, I undervalued you for so long, body. And I'm so grateful that you never gave up on me. Those affirmations in the shower might be beneficial for whoever needs to hear this. I say it to my toes, my toenails, my hair, my nose, my mouth, my lips, every part of me that came with me from the womb, the portal. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna help you start taking more authority in your life because you have all of the skill sets necessary to achieve stability, security financially, physically, mentally, but you care more for people who do not care as much as you care for them. Okay? No, I'm wearing gloves so I can get a grip. I'm cavity checking. This is my cavity check. I'm cavity checking for this reason. You see, it's easier for me to get the pause going. When I don't have it on, sometimes they get sticky. Look, high priestess. So In this month, July coming up, I feel like for this placement, you are going to be experiencing a lot of endings with people in relationships. Even if the ending is just the start of a new beginning, the dynamics that held the relationship are not going to be following you beyond this point. Okay? Because consistency is the only metric for reliability. And you're starting to understand that on a new level because the relationships that you're fostering are causing apathy, stagnation, and betrayal. And God has called judgment on these relationships because you're no longer judging these people in the sense of what they do for you. Now you understand what you need to do for yourself. And it's not personal, it's personal. Okay. And when I say it's not personal, it's personal, I mean, it's not about the person that has wronged you. You forgive easily. I see that. You have a big heart. That's why you still fucking with bitches who don't fuck with you. But you feel the rejection on another level. You feel like it's you being overly dependent on these people and it's bringing a form of shame or numbness. And you are making it personal because you want to do this for yourself. You're talking about it with your friends and stuff like that, and they're gonna be able to better help you or whatever. That part. They want, you know, they need to do what they need to do for themselves. But you specifically, Aries, you definitely have a whole lot that you are able to receive in this month coming up, as long as you pour into yourself and you choose to heal from all of this past resentment that you carry. It's gonna hit the it's gonna come to a head like a zit and it's gonna pop. I feel like it's a divine intervention for you to be able to see who's for you and who's not for you. Because you're afraid to detach and disconnect from people because you don't think that you're gonna find anyone else like that. But that's a lie. That's a lie. I even had to see that was a lie. Me being testimony, story time. Me being a former ward of the court, when I had to leave from my foster home, I didn't believe that I was going to be able to find connections with people because of the fact that I was abandoned. But that was all stemming from trauma. And when you operate from a built up of closed-ended perspective, you don't necessarily see the bigger picture because you haven't experienced it yet. You can't be afraid or I'm not going to say discontent, but in a sense, it's basically what I'm trying to say with trying to travel and venture out so you can stretch your perspective a little further. Okay. I feel like you're like a homebody. Typically like familiarity, even though with your familiarity, you have freedom, but not necessarily the freedom that I'm talking about. You have that freedom to where it's like you're on a schedule. You can do so much within this time frame, but you don't necessarily have the advantage of going beyond what fits inside of that schedule. Like you can't take a trip to Atlanta and you got to be home for dinner. You get what I'm saying? You can't take a trip to Hawaii and you gotta be home at 1 o'clock to watch the kids. You get what I'm saying? That's not necessarily taking away from your ability to venture out because, like I said, traveling to the next town over might be more beneficial